공을 선택.
Alright, I think that's good. Okay.
다이아 진영이 영웅을 선택할.
Welcome to EST Sunday Season 25 of rd2l
Radiant
Team
진영이
Set versus Team
영웅을
Eco.
선택.
So you see OD Weaver bands from the Radiant and Spearbreaker quad bands from the Dire. First pick Jakiro, followed up by Clock Disruptor.
(10초) 남았습니다.
I was gonna
5초
watch the series
남았습니다.
anyways, so I figured I might as well just do a nice casual
레디언트
cast of it.
진영이 금지 영웅을
And Tidehunter coming out from the Radiant. Oddly enough, Tidehunter very mediocre pick against Disruptor. Pretty sure you can't Kraken off Glimpse.
10초
Obviously you can't
남았습니다.
Kraken off Static Storm, and I don't think you can Kraken off
다이아
Kinetic
진영이
Field as
금지
well. So
영웅을 선택할 차례입니다.
it's definitely not the
Radiant
easiest
진영이
Tidehunter lane
금지
if
영웅을
Disruptor
선택할
is in a good
차례입니다.
spot. But could be a comfort pick for the Radiant here. You see Arc Warden ban, Slark ban. So Slark really good against Tide, Arc Warden, pretty sure this made for the Radiant really
10초
likes his Arc
남았습니다.
Warden.
5초 남았습니다. 다이아 진영이 금지
See
영웅을
Ursa, another
선택할
anti-Tide,
차례입니다. 금지
Spectre,
영웅을
just
선택할
really annoying
차례입니다.
carry to play against. Probably a comfort pick for carry player. Probably going to be seeing like some life stealer ban, I would expect.
10초 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다.
Just round out the please don't make me play against this carry as a melee offlaner carries. Also pretty good clock vehicle. You just hook in after the infest and
다이아 진영이
oh, they got the Night
금지
Stalker
영웅을
ban.
선택할
It's
차례 영웅을
interesting,
선택할
but
차례입니다.
Night Stalker also very good against Tide because you can't get away from the silence. Invoker ban, also another comfort hero for the Radiant mid. I wonder if Dire's gonna go for the Lifestealer then. With it not being banned. They
10초
can
남았습니다.
probably wait until 18. Clock Disruptor, both pretty
5초 남았습니다.
solid against Lifestealer overall. Like if you have like a third hero that just has a lot of force behind it. So Pit Lord's still available for Dire. I know their offlaner likes that. There's also like Sand King, Centaur. There's pretty much anything to just counteract this Tidehunter Ravage. Oh, wait, why is OBS telling me no? Okay, there we go. Wait, OBS saved.
레디언트 진영이
So they
영웅을
go for the
선택.
Razor instead. Different type of carry. Still pretty good against Tidehunter. A little bit hard to call because Radiant haven't shown any right-click cores. But Razor Disruptor, just really good lane. You get the link off. You
10초 남았습니다.
have the little bit of slow on the
5초
Thunder Strike, and then
남았습니다.
you just glimpse them back. So whoever Radiant has as the 4 here probably needs to be able to create some space between the two. Maybe like a Snapfire type hero can also cookie people out of cogs, can cookie people out of statics, or if the field isn't up.
레디언트 진영이
But they go
영웅을
for
선택.
Elder Titan instead, so just trying to throw stuff on top of the cogs, try to disrupt the fights that way. But as an anti-Razor carry, probably anything
10초 남았습니다.
illusion-based, but I think
5초 남았습니다.
CK is pretty good here for Radiant. CK Jakiro very strong laning duo,
다이아 진영이
but
영웅을
they go for a
선택.
PA instead, so trying to just jump around the fight. Sucks if you get linked, but they're hoping PA can just jump out at that point, but Dire sees PA Jakiro, lots of slow.
10초
Not really any
남았습니다.
stuns early, but just probably going to be moving very slow as an
5초
offlaner, so
남았습니다.
probably a really rough Sand King game now with when they have
레디언트
sentries,
진영이
but you
금지
just go for
영웅을
the
선택할
Mars
차례입니다.
instead. So pretty good counteracting the Tidehunter with your own jump. A little bit weird with Clockwork, but just really depends on who gets the jump, and then
10초
both
남았습니다.
teams. Actually, this could technically be a mid Mars, but
5초 남았습니다.
I probably wouldn't bet on it. It'd have to be like a super sick mid Mars game, I think, but both teams probably just gonna trade mid bands, probably some Pango bands, some Void Spirit bands, some Storm
다이아 진영이
bands,
금지
or
영웅을
TA band, I
선택할
guess.
차례입니다.
Do you think it's a mid Razor? I mean, there's no way you pick a mid Razor like that early, but
10초
I'd be
남았습니다.
really disappointed if I don't see at least one Spirit Hero band in this last phase.
5초 남았습니다. 레디언트 진영이 금지 영웅을 선택할 차례입니다.
Pugna band. That's. I mean, it's the decrypt's really good against jumps, but might just be a comfort hero.
(10초) 남 다이아 진영이 금지
Alright, so
영웅을
we do see
선택할
one
차례입니다.
spirit band at least, but still still a pretty okay Pango game at 24 if they don't ban it.
레디언트 진영이 영웅을 선택할 차례입니다.
Puck ban, probably just setting up for something like a Pango. Could just be like a Quap here for Radiant. I mean, if you're going like circle against circle, some sort of Quap burst damage, you can kill the Disruptor,
10초
can blink out of the
남았습니다.
cogs, can blink out of the Razor Link, can blink out of the arena if you're not pinned.
5초 남았습니다.
Doesn't really have like a ton of hard counters, especially now that TA is not in the pool. So could be angling for something like that. Spirit Hero maybe as well, just a little bit hard. Without having like that instant jump. Like Ember can, but just depends. Whoever they do pick probably has to be able to jump on this disruptor though. Because Tide's probably not rushing Blink like right away, and PA's gonna want at least 2 items before she's really ready to fight.
다이아 진영이 영웅을
I go
선택할
for the Storm, so just Spirit Hero jumping on Disruptor every fight. And they just go with the Pangos.
영웅을 선택할 수 있습니다.
Pretty much to be expected, nothing really out of the usual. See everybody gearing up with their nice cosmetics, and then Elder Titan doing Elder Titan things. Never pick this Jakiro hero in my game again. You can mute him. Wait till next game where I pick other Jakiro. Wow. Jakiro versus Clock's a really interesting matchup. Like if Clock jumps Jakiro, then it's kind of hard for Jakiro to get any spells off due to cast point. Actually, Dual Breath might be able to now, but it kind of goes the other way if Clockwork doesn't catch Jakiro, because Jakiro can just throw a bunch of stuff in the cogs and disrupt the fight. But anyways, on your Radiant you have Report, Triangle, or Eco on the Storm Spirit. You have Phoenix or Vacmaster on the PA going safe lane. Have B Gokul 5460 on the Tidehunter going off lane with the Soul Ring rushing. A1 Pawn on the Elder Titan with the Uv start, and Hump on the Jakiro Pause 5. And on the Dire you have Sev with the Magic Stick start on the Pangolier, going to be trying to rack up those charges on the Remnant. Princess on the Razor is saving gold for some reason. I'd much rather prefer like a double slipper instead of having a third Iron Branch and then going for this awful Wraithband item. Yeah, Earthbound Gygus on the Mars has the stick already. Very solid against this PA hero. Nomad on the Clockwork. Trying to get first blood. Interesting level 1 Ice Path on the Jakiro here. Still going to die for it because Battery Assault is a pretty good spell. Not giving the tilt to carry a little bit awkward, but early boots for Clockwork, not that bad. And then little Sebastian on the Disruptor walking up to the top lane. As we see, already getting the ward for the Disruptor, also blocking the small camp. Not sure if that was intended to do both, but they sure did both. So, already Dire almost having a 1k gold lead off that. Also, this Bounty Rune is still here, by the way. Just, I guess somebody's gonna have a nice treat at 3 minutes when they go check. But Mars rushing the wand in this lane. Not going to have as many stick charges because of the Ice Path, but nice support battle in the top lane. Don't think Elder Titan out trades here, but Disruptor has a little bit more move speed. Both cancelled. Just a nice interactive fight while the core is farmed. Very nice early level gush from the Tidehunter. Love to see it. Mars bringing out the wand. Clock having boots on Crow. Just pretty even so far. Outside of that early. And Storm buying his own sentry to deward the small camp. So setting him back a little bit of gold, but should be able to get that back once he farms it. Both supports dying top. Both cores getting the kill. Princess probably coming out a little bit more ahead due to getting solo XP. Yeah, about a fourth of a level ahead, but still kind of surprised they didn't pick the Life Stealer, but see how much the Razor will do here. But neither mid getting the water runes just yet. Looks like Sev's gonna grab his right now. Going for that early Orb of Corrosion. It's like more support action up top, not leading anything. Clockwork getting a little bit low on the bottom, should be fine.
Try a bit harder next time.
Oh, okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm like,
You see Princess getting gone on in the top lane. Should be fine, nothing really else going on with that. And actually going on the Elder Titan, getting that kill. So ET going a little bit too far there. Not respecting this disruptor with already a decent amount of catch, even with just the level 1 kinetic field. Lucy Storm failed to stack the small camp. As Sev gets one water rune, Clockwork gets the other, and Clockwork gets to reap the benefits of not one, but seeing 2 bounty runes. Probably choosing to leave them for the Pango. But Clockwork leaves, Mars gets chased down by the PA Jakiro combo. Trying to go on the Clockwork now. And a double kill for the PA. So bottom lane not necessarily going that well for the Dire anymore. Mars still trying to farm this Helm of Iron Will, has the wand. Unfortunately, does not have that much armor along with it, but... Oh, and I don't know what happened middle. I don't know how a Storm solo dies to a Pango that didn't use Rolling Thunder, but, you know, these things happen. Didn't expect it to happen until level 6, but...
A little something extra for the effort.
And with that bounty... See Clock rotating mid a little bit, trying to mess with Storm's farm a little bit. Just overall be a nuisance. Top lane Princess, level 5. Just gonna get run down by the Elder Titan a little bit. So top lane not going that well, but see a Pango is keeping in. Should just get the free Elder Titan kill, probably going after the Tide as well. Needing some jukes from the Tide Hunter, not able to do so. Going to be brought down as well, as Dire brings 4 heroes to the fight. Radiant TP up to Jakiro, but to no avail, as Mars also has to go back to base, but has just a nice TP back and gets quite a lot of gold for his coffers as well.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
So with this wave, Mars doing a little bit better than was before. PA just going for that Battlefield Rush. Wonder what Tide's getting with the Ring of Health. Or I guess he's just skipping it for now, just getting a phase boots. Storm Spirit has the most last hits, but definitely not comfortable right now in this game. As they are going 3v2 on top lane for the Radiant, but only really able to get this Disruptor while Razor's farming in lane, so not being able to get this pull off is really huge for Radiant, controlling the lane. This Razor just going to be able to farm pretty much near his tower. So now Pango rotates bottom, looking for the PA, who's already gone to the jungle because reasons. Not necessarily a fan of giving up your safe lane area before the 10-minute mark, but they're holding on to the 1k gold lead
공격받고 있습니다.
as they scan behind the tower, don't catch anything, but Tango TP's top, should be able to grab this Jakiro. They don't have Ravage still. Going to hit it off a couple more creeps, but not hitting it yet.
공격받고 있습니다.
But Storm rotating in is going to zip way too far, not being able to catch the Razor, having to zip out. As Tidehunter going down as well here. A bit of a missed opportunity from the Storm Spirit, also has a Raindrop pop. So overall, a 2-for-0 trade for the Dire. PA is farming, but Storm not farming during that time, plus Tidehunter going down, still not being level 6. So you see, net worth wise, Mars actually recovering very well in this game. After that early death being number 2 on the net worth chart. The real loser of the laning phase being this Tidehunter, just not able to really do much here. So getting a free lane now.
Amazing what you found lying
Razor
around.
in the jungle, farming it up.
Precious bounty.
I'd like to see Razor run to base and then TP bottom to try to take this tower while Mars is really strong. Like, they have the Ravage on Radiant, but their actual like pushing power is really bad this early on. Bingo going bottom, going after this PA, still chasing, is going to get hit by the clockwork as well. PA needs, I guess they go on Jakiro instead. So, double sleep, clockwork, a little bit below level 6. Both teams grabbed a chip fest here. Razor farming up, Tidehunter going for an early hood. Pretty solid against all this magic damage. Yeah, it has the full perseverance, about 2,000 gold away from Battle Fury here.
레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다. 레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Radiant are scanning.
See a scan going behind the towers.
다이어의 상부
Radiant
포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
takes that, unfortunately, neither
레디언트의
hero getting
하부
that
포탑이
last hit there.
공격받고 있습니다.
Bottom lane Storm going on the Mars is going to, kind of weird jump, but is able to get that kill at the end of the day. But is going to be jumped by the clockwork. Doesn't get him in the cogs. Is going to be glimpsed back though, so that should just be a free kill on the Storm Spirit.
공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
As Elder Titan still not 6 yet.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이
Fortunate not able to
파괴되었습니다.
disrupt the
다이어의
fight
상부
anymore.
포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
As both supports on Dire are level 7. Mars going for a Yule's Rush here.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Tidehunter seems to be going for an Ags before getting Blink.
Precious bounty.
Hero stacking for the PA. Now only about 1300 away from the Battle Fury. A little bit slower than they probably would have wanted that game. Storm saving up 2200 gold. Will be interesting to see if it's an Orchid or a Kaya purchase. Could probably even be a Yule's purchase just so the Static Storm, but there's just so much that sets up with Hero and Yule's. But hook in middle, chasing down the 2 heroes. Although Titan or Splitter not doing anything there.
공격받고 있습니다.
As Tidehunter always also gets jumped a little bit. Does get a huge Ravage off onto all the cores. Arena up as well. Storm kind of just zipping, using all his mana, not really doing anything in terms of damage. And that's just 4 heroes dead on Radiant. Storm probably a little bit too far with that. And Static Storm used on the PA.
Don't mind if I do.
Disruptor going to be going down there. As Radiant look like they're going to be able to hold this tier 1. Tidehunter going after the Razor a little bit. Oh, barely is going to be able to get the TP off on the Razor. $4K lead up for the Dire. Mars looking for Yule's. Tidehunter pretty far from his next item. PA should be finishing that Battle Fury very, very soon. Dire will definitely have their timing with the Razor BKB where there's not really going to be a lot Radiant can do, but this PA scaling might be a little bit difficult, especially if she doesn't get blown up by this Pango MKB. We see Dire going on the mid tier 1 yet again. Macropyre should be up for this hold, but Arena going off. Do get the Macropyre down, but Hero going down as well. As they do keep the catapult alive, and this should just be an easy tower for the Dire team. As Storm actually jumps in, is going to get Static Storm, as well as the Tidehunter. Mars still alive. Ravage not even up for another 10 seconds. As Mars and Disruptor are going to be going down, but at the cost of the Tidehunter. The Storm Spirit still saving up his gold. Now just right clicks at Kaya. Battle Fury up for the PA. Going to be going that Desolator next with that minus armor. As Razor inching closer to that BKB, not in that previous fight, just able to farm the whole time. Storm going to be going for the Kayasha. Doesn't necessarily help against the Static Storm, but we see Pia getting caught. Top looks like just caught out by the Pingo plus the supports, but it's at least the second time that they've put an Obzord here.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
BKB going to be coming out for the Razor here.
레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다. 레디언트의 상부
Farming it up. And MKB up for the Pango as well. At 80% chance to pierce and deal bonus damage.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Storm takes about half its health, it's just that swashbuckle. As Tidehunter going to be going for the blink, is going to have it. Clockwork going for the Orchid. going to try to solo kill the storm at this point. I mean, if he gets his Orchid before Storm can get his item after Kayasha, it could be very hard for him as fight going on. Tidehunter getting Static Storm yet again. Is going to have the Ravage up. Chooses to use it. Meanwhile, PA does kill the Mars. Ravage used middle, not really doing anything there.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고
But
있습니다.
big kill for the PA, inching a little bit closer to that Desolator, but Ravage is down for the Radiant. Meanwhile, Dire pretty much have all their cooldowns except for the Static Storm here. So Dire possibly making a move for a tier 2 or at least taking control of the enemy side of the jungle. Storm flying out that Kayasha.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
As Pango and Razor neither have really been touched from the Radiant this game. I'd like to see like an Atos or something on the Solar
레디언트의 하부
Titan.
포탑이 공격받고
Or
있습니다.
possibly a Yule's. Hunter being gone on, still doesn't have Ravage up, has the blink. As Disruptor goes down, Storm gets silenced up from the Clockwork. Orchid going to be going down there as
레디언트의
PA
하부
going to be
포탑이
stunned up, going to
공격받고
fall as well. That's a 4 for 1 in favor of
파괴되었습니다.
E Dire. As PA right clicks that Ogre Axe. Needs 3 Mithril Hammers for her BKB apparently. But Dire Walk into Roche are going to be able to take it fairly quickly with that Swashbuckle, giving Disarm and Armor Corruption here. Well, the lucky shot, but you know. He just should be going, having to give it to the Razor, but Razor with BKB shouldn't be dying in these fights anyways, but we have a 9k lead for the Dire. Storm having to zip out preemptively, not wanting to get Orchided here. Tango almost has Diffusal up, should have it with the next creep wave here. Razor going for Refresher Orb, Mars almost having his BKB.
레디언트의
Spear
상부
Vessel
포탑이
soon to be up on
공격받고
Clockwork.
있습니다.
Disruptor just has
레디언트의
actually an
상부
Ether
포탑이
Lens,
파괴되었습니다.
so just providing more range on pretty much everything.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
PA desperately trying to
다이어의
farm
중부 포탑이
her own BKB
공격받고
is
있습니다.
still about
다이어의
1300 off.
구조물이 강화되었습니다. 레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Storm going to get caught by the Clockwork. Might be able to survive. Gets glimpsed, but just barely survives there. Unfortunate. Did
레디언트의
not
중부
land the spear
포탑이
in the
공격받고
cobs.
있습니다. 다이어의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Storm tries to do the TP middle. I don't know if he got a wave, but got pretty close to actually getting caught there. As PA has to TP away from bottom.
다이어의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Tide Hunter also going for BKB. I feel like a Force Staff would be really good on Tide here. Like either forcing himself or the Storm away from danger. I know you can't go over the Mars arena, but still.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
이런 난장판에서도 건질 게 있다니.
There's 2 minutes left on the Aegis. See if Dire can do anything with it, or if it's just a farming Aegis trying to get all the towers. As Elder Titan has almost 1700 gold of his own. Looks to be just buying out the medallion here.
Haste!
Dire congregating towards middle. Doesn't look like they'll push up there as Storm gets caught by the Static Storm here. Very well played from the Disruptor. Is going to get Glimpse and uses up all his mana doing so. So very good play from the Disruptor. Pretty much catching that Storm out, leading to the free kill for the Bingo. And you see a buyback on the Storm Spirit to get 2 kills middle. Looking for a third. Pingo rolls in here. BKB used on the Razor. You see Elder Titan just getting walloped. But Pingo is going to be going down here by the big storm jump. Disruptor as well. There's still Aegis for about 30 seconds on this Razor. They're going to have to be careful. They're trying to bring him down twice. As Razor is still TPing from that, even though having pretty much full health and mana. Pretty much leaving his clockwork to die here. As Mars pretty much
Execution style.
is going to be he's going to get away here.
Attack. What for?
A little bit of miscommunication from the Dire. But Mars jumping in is going to be able to not pin the Storm, but get the Storm in a really good position. Static Storm on the Tide Storm as well. Tide going to be able to get away, but glimpse back.
You're welcome.
This Disruptor play has just been really on point in the series. Pretty much always doing what's necessary.
Down you go.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Oops.
You see the flag placed on the high ground
레디언트의
here.
중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
If you're going to be getting gone on pretty swift death. Hard to walk up here as
레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
Clockwork almost going to be going down to the tower.
레디언트의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
PA has the
다이어의
Deso, no
상부
buyback.
포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Storm also no buyback as he's coming down. Does have the full BKB, is going to jump here. Is going to jump here. Razor has one Storm. And I think 2 lengths going on. If they do get the Mars, the Ravage was used as well. Tidehunter, no BKB here. But another hook, another hero kill, but Razor almost going down. Storm disarmed by the Lucky Shot, I do believe. Radiant able to hold the high ground, but Disruptor still lurking. Static Storm only 30 seconds left. Looks like they will back off though. I mean, Radiant has tools to come back. I'm not sure about this Tidehunter BKB, but Disruptor just putting the fear of God in them.
Radiant are scanning.
You see the Armor Corruption talent on the PA. They're able to get to this Disruptor, then the fight can be a lot different for the Radiant team.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Bounty.
Haste!
Yeah, Dire just has really good neutral items. You have the Quickening Charm on all these actives. You have Elven Tunic on a Agi Carry, the Blast Rig on Initiator, we have Spider Legs on a Movement Speed hero, and you have Psychic Headband on a Cast Range hero.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
You would've got both of the Swashbuckle slash range. Storm going to be going for the Ags here, PA going for Satanic. Figure has the Ags is going to be going for Basher next. His next Roche spawned up. Should be pretty free for the Dire here. Radiant can try to smoke up for it. Going to be sending in the other Titan, warding it off a little bit. Decently big sleep coming up, but nothing to be done about it. Probably going to be a Macro Fire thrown in at some point. They wake up the Razor. Big jump from the Mars. Double Eye of the Storm out from the Razor. Ravage onto pretty much just the Mars. As Tide's going to be dropped. PA just gets melted. And Storm as well. PA tried to jump in that fight and then just didn't have a game.
That does not look good.
로션이 다이어의 영웅에게 죽었습니다. 다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
건질 게 있다니.
Pretty much just got. Oh, they got the blast rig. Got the razor just hitting, and then just Eye of the Storm damage just hitting nonstop. I mean, it's a fight that Radiant had to take, but still pretty unfortunate. I say unfortunate, but more of just
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
very tough fight to win for Radiant.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Give the Aegis back to the Razor. I think the Pango got the shard. I think Clock bought his. Just a classic high ground against Storm PA Jakiro. But Ags out for the Razor is going to be gone on Clockwork jump just a little bit far as Age is going to be going down for that Elder Titan ultimate. As Mars getting pretty much destroyed by this PA BKB, but he going to be destroyed in turn by the Static Storm. Big Ravage coming out. As Big Storm jump as well, going on the Disruptor. Saving the pull is going to get silenced. Refreshers coming out from the Razor is going to use it. Storm going to be going down here as well as the Tide Hunter. And PA just doesn't have a play here.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
As the Eye of the Storm
구조물이
doing a lot to the
강화되었습니다.
tower, going to be forcing the Glyph out. As it is a 3-on-3,
레디언트의
but
상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 레디언트 상부 병력이 공격받고
pretty big
있습니다.
crit. Missed hook from the Clockwork here as Radiant might look to chase a little bit. Not going to be able to do so. That is a PA buyback and a tier 3. And a Jakiro buyback. Or not. That was way earlier.
What need have I for invisit? Oh, that's quite nice, actually.
Yep, that was way earlier. Jakiro is one of the only heroes here that has buyback.
Amazing what
The
you
only
found
hero.
lying around.
But Radiant going for the Desperation Smoke. If PA dies, probably calling GG here. As they do see the ping. They are going to see the Pingali here, but Smoke going to break.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고
As they do
있습니다.
catch him with a big PA crit. Razor getting caught here as well. Storm out of mana. Razor is going to be forced to use the
레디언트의
BKB.
하부
Static Storm on
포탑이
nobody.
공격받고 있습니다.
As
초원이 보이.
BKB used for the PA. Just a 6-second one anyways. But Mars going to be hitting the mid tier 3. Going to be jumped on from the PA. Is going to
레디언트의
just
하부
BKB
포탑이
TP. Nothing
공격받고 있습니다.
is going. Okay. Let's say is going to just BKB TP. PA not having a basher, going for the satanic route instead. Going to be having it very soon. So a little bit longer than Dire would have liked there, but Razor jumping on PA here. PA going to be able to jump to Elder Titan. If they knew Razor was alone, they might have been able to turn, but Razor does have a pressure. Smoke up from the Tide Elder Titan here. As Storm getting somewhat close to his Zags. PA has this Titanic going for her own eggs here. I mean, it is a 22k gold lead, but it's definitely a game that a couple PA crits and either a big storm jump or a big tide jump could easily change this game. As Dire smoke up. If they catch the PA, that'd be really nice. They're going to go ahead and they don't get the spear off PA using both Satanic and BKB, but roll down on the Pango. Pretty low cooldown, but should be able to at the same time the PA BKB is. As Tide Fat Fingers his own BKB. Dire should be able to get this tier 3 pretty easily. Storm has his Zags up.
파괴되었습니다. 레디언트 중부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다.
Going to try to get through this Razor Hero somehow, but not really sure where Razor's going, but big Ravage up from the Tide only hits one. Razor pretty much just gets deleted from the PA, but PA gets deleted in turn by not having BKB up. As Storm does not have mana, going to be going down here. Does not have buyback either, and that should pretty much just be GG. Just, actually, Tidehunter has buyback, is going to use it here. Does not have Ravage for 100 seconds, but Shakiro buys back as well. Tidehunter has his BKB back up, is trying to hit this Mars hero. Clockwork pretty much dives the fountain and Tide's having a rough time. Just a lot of weird stuff going on in this game.
레디언트의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
They do get the force into the fountain, that's
레디언트
funny.
상부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다.
It's a nice cheeky
레디언트의
play.
구조물이 강화되었습니다.
That's now 2 supports that have died to the Radiant Fountain. Radiant Fountain with as many kills as Tidehunter and more kills than the Elder Titan.
Amazing what you found lying around.
They're probably gonna slow roll it, get this third Roshan and call it a day.
Precious bounty.
Dire are going to be able to get pretty free Roche. Storm does get the Aegis though. Not sure. Looks like Clock got the cheese, but blink away from the Mars here. Clockwork also getting the Ag. Since the Shikiro is the unfortunate. Well, jumps the PA. PA is going to be saved by that spear. Storm not so lucky. Does have the Aegis as Overtime goes down as well.
레디언트 상부 병영이 공격받고 있습니다.
So no Aegis up on either
레디언트
team.
상부 병영이 레디언트 상부
Wizards are
병영이
just able to
파괴되었습니다.
pull those through those racks. It's going to get a huge 4-man zip. PA jumps as well. Clockwork separates the fight as Storm and Tide cannot catch a break with the Static Storm, but PA as well, as it is an Ag Static Storm. And able to use BKB, and that should pretty much just be it.
Punishment was a dower.
As GG is called, and that is
레디언트의 중부 포탑이
Game 1 of this Best of 2 Week 1 series. MVP, definitely this Disruptor hero. Always having on point Static Storms. Pretty much making this hero and this hero not have a game. We'll be back for Game 2 in a bit. And we are back for game 2
를
between
준비하십시오.
Team Sev and Team Eco, rd2l, Season 25, EST Sunday, Week 1. We do have Sev on the Lina going middle, Princess on the Lifestealer going safe lane, Lil Sebastian on the Signature Disruptor, second game in a row, Earthbound Gygus on the Pit Lord rushing the Soaring, and Nomad on the Pause for repeat are to be looking to go for that early Meteor Hammer. On the Dire, we have A1 Pawn on the Pause 4 Grimstroke, have Phoenix or Backmaster on the Monkey King Pause 1. We have Report Triangle or Eco on the
30초
Invoker,
후 전투가 시작됩니다.
Be Goku on the Centaur, and finally we have Ha on the Jakiro, pause 5. Also, I should probably turn this off in the background, so.
전투가 시작됩니다.
선취점이구나. 내 발급도 붉게 물들었다.
화끈하게 써줄게.
그만.
손댔다간 손댄다.
I forgot to unmute my mic after the game started. But we do see they are able to get 2 kills bottom.
Perhaps you will be
For
remembered
sure getting
after
both.
all.
Wait, I was hesitant about this Centaur with not rushing the Vanguard, but looks like it's worked out pretty well so far for him. This Pillard actually doing pretty well in the top lane for himself. Has the Ring of Health up already. Isn't that much of a Monkey King favored lane, honestly. Especially Pillard just being able to throw out the Firestorm. I mean, it probably helps being a Master 2 Pillard, but... It's like both offlaners already doing pretty well.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
좀 뜨겁지?
Nina being gone on by Invoker here. Nina is going to be able to get off the LSA. So both the better. Trading a lot of regen. Invoker having the quast to get back up to full a little bit, but Lord going to be using the root on the Monkey King, only level 2 Jingu, so not much to be gone there.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
This Monkey King kind of having a tough lane, not really able to get kills, and this Pit Lord just pretty much being topped off.
아름답게도 죽는
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
This bottom lane Centaur also having a pretty good lane. Just doesn't have the last hits of the Life Stealer, but involved in quite a few more kills. This Invoker
레디언트의
controls the
중부
rune yet
포탑이
again,
공격받고 있습니다.
but Lena just gets the bounty instead.
하죽지세
Your
Okay, even more action bottom as
into my
they
collection.
get the Centaur, but they also get the Life Stealer.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Probably better for Radiant. His Centaur died, didn't get any XP for it. From Sharp now level 4, but going to sell Fairy Fire, get booster, or not. Or yes? Or just gonna wait 10 seconds for it.
Barely broke a sweat.
They do finally are able to get a kill top on this Weaver hero. Or Weaver, Riki hero. They do silence up the Life Stealer, is going to be able to get the rage off. Disruptor possibly going to be going down here. Stampede going to be used. They do infest up the disruptor. Is going to keep him alive. And this guy's in a weird spot. And Monkey King died. Yeah, Centaur behind the tower. Not gonna turn out well. They are able to get
What's the
return
opposite of
kills
regicide?
on the Pit Lord top. They do have a dust. Not necessarily isn't invisible yet, but Scepter going down bottom as well. This Monkey just goes back to farming top. On the disruptor top, almost get the Monkey King kill, but instead are going to lose their Riki here. As Lina also TP'd up here, is very close to bots. Probably looking to pick off just the Grimstroke here.
Comes at a price.
Actually a dominating streak going towards Lina, which should put her fairly high up in the net worth chart. Pretty much all the cores farming pretty well, Chikiro being the low on the totem pole here.
투명화.
운이 좋군.
Centaur has his Vanguard up. Looks like Pit Lord has Hood soaring. Pretty standard stuff. And Armlet up for Lifestealer should be hitting pretty hard here.
가죽지세.
어땠어?
Both supports are able to rotate mid, kill the Invoker behind the tower. Invoker's farm really falling off here, only having 50 last hits involved
다이어의
only in the
중부
one kill.
포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Centaur, a little bit less than halfway to blink. It's going to be the only way that they really start fights here. As Invoker doesn't really have the
어림없다.
damage yet for that.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Centaur does take the bottom tower as Scepter TP's out, so getting a little bit closer there as well.
신성화.
Glimpse on Invoker. Doesn't look like there's going to be any follow-up. No Static Storm on him. Going on the Rikimaru.
화끈하게 써줄.
It's going to be able just to blink out here. And here will be the sacrifice.
멍청하게.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Top lane, Joker TP's in. Spillord does not have his ultimate, so at very large risk of him going down. This skill's at level 9 with the mana, but not able to get out here.
Darkness.
Get back in your pit, Underlord.
다이어의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의
이거
구조물이
하나
강화되었습니다.
Middle. Centaur almost having his blink dagger up. Invoker's still
몸값
being
싫어.
pretty low on the net worth, and Lena going to be rushing the BKB here. Pretty much doesn't have to worry about anything but monkey soldiers at that point.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Hero dying once again. Probably should have just
불에
denied
당한
the
줄
PD room,
누가
but
상상이나 했겠.
이런 난장판에서
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
we're going to be Static Storm as well as Smoke Clouding, be a free kill.
You killed a kid?
날씨가 죽여주는 걸.
And the tower going for the raid.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
They do have Centaur blink up, they do have Monkey Echo, but other than that, not really
다이어의
much
상부
to be gone on
포탑을
it.
공격받고 있습니다.
Catch again from the Disruptor, getting the glimpse off.
다이어의 상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
They do go on the Centaur. Does get a stomp off, but get on top of that, as you can't run from the kinetic field. They do glimpse the monkey, so not able to really get anything from there either. And this game already looking pretty rough for the Dire. Monkey having to go BKB right after Echo, Invoker not even having Vessel yet. Centaur has his Blink Vanguard, but not really anything positive on top of that. Lena BKB soon, Lifestealer. There's a Sanj queued up. Where's his other item? Thought he had more than this. Guys, it's just finishing the phase boots and building the full orb. I think if you went Deso here, the game is just over like in 25 minutes, but once again, Yukiro's
누가
sacrifice.
상상이나 했겠어.
BKB coming out for the Lena. Not really sure what Dire's plan is to hold the tower. They have Centaur in a decent position, but only level 2 with Stomp at this point.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
They have big Grimstroke up in front for some reason. A big 3-man static storm only hits on the Grimstroke for the teammate kill as well, but Monkey King getting blown up in his own ultimate is going to go down. Centaur stun on nobody as they are able to kill the Disruptor on the backline, but a 2-for-1 for the Radiant. Invoker not out of the woods yet either, is going to be
다이어의
chased down a
하부
little bit from
포탑이
the Lina.
공격받고 있습니다.
He's going to use the
다이어의
Deafening
부종이
Blast, but hopefully he has
강화되었습니다.
another spell to get out of this. Does get off the Ghost Walk, but it's going to be forced back as well. This game just going from bad to worse for the Dire
다이어의
team.
상부 포탑이 공격받고
As I
있습니다.
say that, they are able to get a Pit Lord kill.
더 화끈해졌잖아.
다이어의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Kill did go on the Centaur, so pushes him a little bit further up. Actually, #1 net worth on his team at this point.
화끈하게 써줄게.
다이어의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Lina going for the Chrysalis instead of the Shadow Blade. Already has a Riki. Probably feeling like rushing that would be a little bit too soon. He's going to have the full Chrysalis at base.
레디언트의 중부
Double
포탑이
dust on
공격받고 있습니다.
the bottom lane as Riki going to be going down to at least a tick of the
Fool, stop! Like you just found out.
A little bit of a good sign for Invoker, but still massively behind. Not at all close to his own BKB, but Alberta for the lifestealer here, going to be going MKB next. And I'm getting a weird echo again for some reason. We go on the Centaur, or the
레디언트의
Centaur goes on
중부
the Pit Lord
포탑이
here.
공격받고 있습니다.
He's going to be going down. Hero is the trade here. BKB used for the Lina. Monkey King jumping in because why not? There's no mana for Laguna, but Monkey King almost going down even with the BKB used.
Gratitude is worth more.
Invoker going to be going down instead. Is flip stop. Big oh, Centaur not even able to get the hoof stop off. Going to be stunned mid hoof stop animation. Both going to be going down, and Monkey King just kind of dying to the Riki in the background, probably from being 50 health. Going to be a team wipe in favor of the Radiant.
정말
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
I don't even know if did he get sleeping darted on the Monkey King? That's gotta be rough.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
몸값 싫어구나.
다이어의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Not sure why Riki has the Nether Shawl. Like it doesn't. Like increases your meter hammer damage by like a little bit, and then the blink strike damage by a little bit. But figure that would be either a Lina item or I guess really only a Lina item. Disruptor is going to be move stumped along with the Pit Lord. Pit Lord getting pretty low here. Does have the hood, but going to be going down. Probably in exchange for the Centaur as he does get comes back. He's going to be using his ultimate here. Still no mana for the Uniblade, but shouldn't matter. Monkey King just gets right clicked and ult by the Lifestealer. Roller going to be going down as well. No BKB to save him. For
충분히 화끈했지?
this should pretty much be close to game.
중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Lena right clicks, Lifestealer right clicks. And Dire just really doesn't have anything to counter it.
다이어의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
It was a fun time when Roche got affected by Firestorm on max HP.
로션이 레디언트의 영웅에게 죽었습니다.
Also a fun time when Smokescreen was actually a slow instead of just the mystery.
Excellent.
Radiant looking to push this bottom tier 2. Lena already
다이어의
set
하부
up.
포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Has the full Daedalus.
다이어의 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
재생화.
Again, we're used up on the loop. Lena going to be culting the tower. To be a little bit careful on the Lifestealer, not having the Aegis here. And the Pit Lord kind of getting pretty far up in this fight. It's going to be going down at the expense of the Centaur. Lifestealer going to be getting pretty low as well. It's going to be going down here. Not able to arm the toggle that. As that is one Centaur buyback. A BKB used on the Lena is going to just right click down the Centaur. Monkey King going to be Disruptor ulted, is going to die to it. Lena, no BKB up, is going to be killed eventually, but is going to take down 2 before dying.
또 힘을 얻다니.
You can only harness at swords?
So overall,
레디언트의 중부
Pretty dire
포탑이
favor.
공격받고 있습니다.
a trade even though Centaur unfortunately died back.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
See Shakira going to almost be going down to the pillar here.
우리 도와주다니 감사하군.
난 죽었으니 이제
Pretty
그만
much support for
쳐다보게.
another. not sure what this MKB purchase is for the Life Stealer. I know they're gonna have a Halberd eventually on Centaur, but
절대 보지 못할 걸.
화끈하게 써줄게.
tower down to about 40% or so as they look to maybe catch this Life Stealer, but not able to. They're not looking or not seeing it, but aggressive flint on Melina here. Does have the Psychic Headband. They do go on the Pit Lord yet again, but are being gone on by the Life Stealer in the background. Centaur looks like going to be the hero going down first here. Monkey King jumping in here. Doing a lot of damage to this Life Stealer. Life Stealer is going to be going down, as well as possibly the Lina is going to be saved by the Pit Lord, however. Going to try to kill the monkey before the Pit Lord actually cancels the ultimate. They get both the Centaur and the Monkey King. And Milker looking for spells here, trying to survive the Lina onslaught, helping the Dire heroes, and probably one more with this Shakiro. Ultra kill for the Lina.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의
One
구조물이
Grimstroke buyback
강화되었습니다.
here. Maybe a Jakiro buyback as well, trying to save their axe, but looks like just the Grimstroke needed.
주인님께 바칠 골드로구나.
번지는 산불은 막을 수 없어.
다이어의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Or should be up in a minute. Or may respawn in a minute. Monkey has buyback. Invoker has buyback as they could be going on middle. Disruptor alt used. Disruptor gets sniped by the Grimstroke here. Stampede is used. Soulbind used. Looks like that's it from Dire. Double Dust used. They don't know Riki has insane range. They go on the Pit Lord, but that's a lot just for the Pit Lord. Lina BKB just running at the Monkey King is going to get the LSA off. Should just be a huge kill.
미연속 처치.
Yeah, especially with the talent, it's just really hard for Monkey King to fight. And now even more with the Scotty, just not even being able to fight in his own ultimate. Blinking from Delina.
다이어의 중부
He was lost
포탑이
to Hero as well. Probably at least the 6th time Heroes died just to Delina.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이
As
공격받고
Ricky does
있습니다.
die as well, does buy back, but 1 minute until Roche spawn. Nomad just buying out the sentry cache, just all the sentries to the Riki. They look to try to get the Monkey King, aren't able to do so. Monkey did buy back after that fight, so one more Monkey death and game probably is over. And Radiant trying to push the envelope a little bit. They do have Alina in the base for about 5 more seconds, but once she joins the team, are probably looking to push this high ground. Is this a Radiant ward? Yikes. Come on, Dire. Are you just gonna let him get a ward all the way up there? How did he get a ward up there anyways? I guess from jumping? Jeez. That's kind of crazy. Wait, what's the satanic? Yeah. Roshan tried to be sold up by the leader hero. Effectively so.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 루션이 레디언트의 영웅에게 죽었습니다.
뺐어야겠어.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Jakira once again.
다이어의 중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
BKB used on the Monkey King, trying to TP
다이어 중부
away,
병력이
not able
공격받고
to do
있습니다.
so. Just way too much physical damage. That is one lane of racks,
다이어
probably
중부 병력이
multiple
파괴되었습니다.
lanes of racks as
다이어 중부
well,
병력이
triple kill for the Lina.
파괴되었습니다.
As this game looking to be very over very soon. Honestly, not even sure why I
다이어의
rebooted
중부
at that
포탑이
point.
공격받고
It's like,
있습니다.
yeah, you're good at this 900 magical damage, but you're right click and crit for like 700 physical damage.
다이어의 하부
But-
포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 다이어 하부 병력이 파괴되었습니다.
Scepter almost looking me down. Might just drop his static storm before he does so. As Centaur dies, and Roper looking to be next on the list. Barely skates back into bases. They are double raxed.
다이어의
Princess
구조물이
going for the mega
강화되었습니다.
creeps. Dire will fort.
레디언트의
This game is
진군이
all but
죽었습니다.
over, eclipsing the 1k net worth lead per minute here.
다이어의 상부 포탑이
As yeah,
파괴되었습니다.
Raid Dire just
다이어 상부
GGing out.
병력이 공격받고 있습니다.
Are going to be
다이어
mega
상부 병력이
crap.
파괴되었습니다. 이제 레디언트 진영에서 상급 크립이
probably
생성됩니다.
waiting for all their heroes up to
다이어의
be
중부
take a
포탑이
last
파괴되었습니다.
ditch fight, but
다이어의 요새가 공격받고 있습니다.
Yeah, Monkey just not winning fights in his ultimate with a level 3 ultimate, so I mean,
다이어의 요새가 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트가 승리했습니다.
a little bit less close in the first game, but victory for the Sev team, taking this series 2-0 in week 1 of rd2l EST Sunday season 25. Yep. And this is JD signing off. Might cast next week, might not, we'll see.